must you go, Nana?
I've stayed too long here.
Take me to Paris with you.
Wherever I go, you'll always be with me. Our lullaby. When you play it, think of an old woman who loves you very, very much. Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember, things my heart used to know, things it yearns to remember. And a song someone sings once upon a
We hear you, comrades. The revolution hears you. Together, we will forge a new Russia that will be the envy of all the world. Tsar's St. Petersburg is now the people's Leningrad.
They can call it Leningrad, but it will always be Petersburg. New name, same empty stomachs. They tell us times are better. Well, I say they're not. Can't cook an empty promise in an empty pot. A brighter day is dawning. It's almost at hand. The skies are gray, the walls have ears, and he who argues disappears. Hail our brave new land!
St. Petersburg is booming, a city on the rise.
It's really very friendly if you don't mind spice.
We stand behind our leaders and stand in line for bread.
We're good and loyal comrades, and our favorite color's red.
Now everyone is equal. Professors push the brooms. 24 total strangers live in 2 small rooms. You hold the revolution, and here's the price you pay.
Thank goodness for the gossip. Spasiba, Sasuki. Thank goodness for the gossip that gets us through the day. Hey, have you heard? There's a rumor in St. Petersburg. Have you heard what they're saying on the streets?
Although the Tsar did not survive, one daughter may be still alive.
The Princess Anastasia.
But please do not repeat.
It's a rumor, a legend, a mystery. Something whispered in an alleyway or through a crack. It's a rumor that's part of our history.
They say her royal grandmama will pay a royal sum
To someone who can bring the princess back.
Dmitri! They've closed another border. We should have gotten out of Russia while we still could. St. Petersburg was lovely when royalty was in. I called myself a count as though I'd always been. I hobnobbed with the royals, but then a change of luck. The Tsar was dead, the royals fled, and comrade, now we're stuck.
Vlad, I've been thinking about the Princess Anastasia.
Oh, not you too, Dmitri!
It's the rumor, the legend, the mystery. It's the Princess Anastasia who will help us fly. You and I, friend, will go down in history. We'll find a girl to play the part and teach her what to say. Dress her up and take her to Paris.
Imagine the reward her dear old grandmama would pay. Who else could pull it off but you and me?
It was a truck backfiring, comrade. That's all it was. Those days are over, neighbor against neighbor. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. You're shaking. There's a tea shop just steps from here. Let me...
Thank you.
What's your hurry?
I can't lose this job. They're not easy to come by. But thank you.
I'm here every day. A ruble for this painting. It's Romanoff, I swear.
Count Yusupov's pajamas, comrade, buy the pair.
I found this in a palace, initialed with an A. It could be Anastasia's. Now what will someone pay?
We need something of hers to show the old lady. How much is that music box?
Ah, the music box. It's genuine Romanoff. I could never part with it.
2 cans of beans, comrade?
Done.
Do you believe in fairy tales, Vlad?
Once upon a time I did.
We are going to create a fairy tale the whole world will believe. Now it's risky, but not more than usual. We'll need papers, we'll need tickets, we'll need nerves of steel.
Yes, it's risky, a lot more than usual.
We'll try to cross the border with our princess and our plot.
Hopefully disaster won't ensue.
With luck, it all goes smoothly.
And with luck, we won't be shot.
Who else could pull it off but me and you?
We'll be rich.
We'll be rich.
We'll be out.
We'll be out.
And St. Petersburg will have some more to talk about.
I heard it from a person who assured me it was absolutely true. Shh, have you heard? There's a rumor in St. Petersburg. Have you heard? Comrade, what do you suppose?
A fascinating mystery.
The biggest con in history.
The Princess Anastasia. Alive or dead? Who knows? Shh.
They said I was found by the side of a road. There were tracks all around. It had recently snowed. In the darkness and cold, with the wind in the trees, a girl with no name and no memories but these. Rain against a window, sheets upon a bed, terrifying nurses whispering overhead. Call the child Anya, give the child a hat. I don't know a thing before that. Traveling the back roads, sleeping in the wood, taking what I needed, working when I could, keeping up my courage, foolish as it seems, at night all alone in my dreams. In my dreams, shadows call. There's a light at the end of a hall. Then my dreams fade away, but I know it all will come back one day. I dream of a city beyond all compare. Is it Paris? Paris, a beautiful river, a bridge by a square, and I hear a voice whisper, I'll meet you right there in Paris. Paris. You don't know what it's like not to know who you are, to have lived in the shadows and traveled this far. I've seen flashes of fire, heard the echo of screams, but I still have this faith in the truth of my dreams. In my dreams, it's all real, and my heart has so much to reveal. And my dreams seem to say, don't be afraid to go on. become the person you've forgotten you ever were.
Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and imagine another time, another world. You were born in a palace by the sea.
A palace by the sea.
Could it be?
Yes, it's so. You rode horseback when you were only 3.
Horseback riding, me.
Horse's name?
Romeo. You threw tantrums and terrorized the cook. Ha! How the palace shook.
Charming child.
Wrote the book, but you'd behave when your father gave that look.
Imagine how it was, your long forgotten past. We've lots and lots to teach you, and the time is going fast.
Let's see you walk, head up, regal bearing. Now, shoulders back and stand up tall, and do not walk, but try to float.
I feel a little foolish. Am I floating?
Like a sinking boat.
You give a bow.
What happens now?
Your hand receives a kiss. Most of all, remember this. If I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it.
Something in you knows it.
There's nothing to it. Follow in my footsteps, shoe by shoe. You can learn to do it too.
Now, elbows in and sit up straight, and do not slurp the stroganoff.
I never cared for stroganoff.
She said that like a Romanoff.
The samovar!
The caviar!
Dessert and then goodnight.
Not until you get this right. If I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it. You can learn to do it. Pull yourself together, and you'll pull through it. Tell yourself it's easy, and it's true. You can learn to do it too. Who is your great-grandmother?
Queen Victoria.
Great-great-grandmother?
Princess Victoria of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld.
Your best friend is?
My little brother Alexei.
Wrong! Your best friend.
I know who my best friend is.
What a temper.
I don't like being contradicted.
That makes 2 of us.
Continuing on.
I've had it, and I hate you both. I'm sorry that we ever met. I'm hungry, I'm frightened, and I'm only human. Don't forget, I don't remember anything. Get out and let me be.
Anya, darling, look at me. We're all frightened, well, slightly, now and then. Shall we start again? Take a breath, count to 10. You have courage and strength you barely know. So blow that little nose and dry those pretty eyes. A princess like your majesty can do this if she tries. Ready,
set,
go.
Now here's your great Aunt Olga.
How she frolicked on the Volga.
Oh,
Your distant cousin Vanya loved his vodka.
Got it, Anya?
no.
The Duke of Oldenburg was short.
Louise of Baden.
Had a
Wart.
Count Sergei.
Or a feathered hat.
I hear he's gotten very fat.
And I recall his yellow cat.
I don't believe we told her that.
If you can learn to do
I
it,
can learn to do
he
it.
can learn to do
You
it.
can learn to do
Pull
it.
yourself together, and we'll pull through it.
Tell yourself it's easy.
And it's true. You can learn to do it.
Nothing to it.
You can learn to do it.
The caviar, the stroganoff, the samovar, the feathered hat. The cousin drank, the duke was short, and here a wart, and there a cat. The horse's name was Romeo, so tell me something new.
Ha!
Oh!
You can learn to do it.
Be very careful of these rumors that prevail. Be very careful what you say. I was a boy who lived the truth behind the tale, and no one got away. I saw the children as the soldiers closed the gate, the youngest daughter and her pride, my father leaving on the night they met their fate, his pistol by his side. The Neva flows, a new wind blows, and soon it will be spring. The unfold. The Tsar lies cold. A revolution is a simple thing. I heard the shots. I heard the screams. But it's the silence after I remember most. The world stopped breathing, and I was no longer a boy. My father shook his head and told me not to ask. My mother said he died of shame, but I believe he did a proud and vital task. And in my father's name, the Neva flows, a new wind blows, and soon it will be spring. The leaves unfold, the Tsar lies cold. Could I have pulled the trigger if I'd been told? Be careful what a dream may bring. A revolution is a simple thing.
I grew up on the sly, in the gutters and the streets of Petersburg. Just a kid on the fly, getting good at getting by in Petersburg. I've bartered for a blanket, stolen for my bread, learned to take my chances and use my head. A Russian rat is clever, clever, or he ends up dead. Boils down to there are some who survive, some who don't, some give up, some give in. Me, I won't, black and blue. Welcome to my Petersburg. Standing here, you can see from the spires to the piers of Petersburg. I'd be down on that quay, selling stolen souvenirs of Petersburg. The palaces above and alleyways below. Funny when a city is all you know. How even when you hate it, something in you loves it so. That's where I learned my stuff, in some rough company. There's the boy growing up who was me, all I've been, all I'll be. We can do what we're told, we can go where we're led, but I learned from my father to see what's ahead. Nothing here to hold me, no one that I owe. Funny how a boy can grow. Funny how a city tells you when it's time to go. Boils down to there are some who have walls yet to climb. You and I on the fly, just in time. But tonight there's a sky and quite a view. Welcome to my Petersburg.
Dancing bears, painted wings, things I almost remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December. Someone holds me safe and Horses prance through a silver storm, figures dancing gracefully across my memory. Far away, long ago, glowing dim as an ember, things my heart used to know, things it yearns to remember. And a song someone sings once upon a
How can I desert you? How to tell you why? Coachman, hold the horses, stay, I pray you. Let me have a moment, let me say goodbye. To bridge and river, forest and waterfall, orchard, sea and sky, harsh and sweet and bitter to leave it all. I'll bless my homeland till I die. How to break the tie? We have shed our tears and shared our sorrows. Though the scars remain and tears will never dry, I'll bless my homeland till I die.
never to return.
Finally breaking free, you are all I know. You have raised me.
How to turn away, how to close the door,
How to go where I have never gone before. How can I desert you? How to tell you why? Coachman, hold the horses, stay, I pray you. Let me have a moment, let me say goodbye. Harsh and sweet and bitter to leave it all. I'll bless my homeland till I die. I'll bless my homeland. I'll bless my homeland.
I'll bless my homeland till I
I hope Lily's happy to see me. Be honest, Vlad Popov. How could she not be? I may have gotten fatter, but maybe that won't matter. Bottom line, I'll win her. We'll do some reminiscing. She'll see what she's been missing over and dinner. And though I know I've grown a tiny bit gray, some women say I look distinguished this way. I'll bow as if I'm still a frisky young pup. Let's hope that I can straighten up. If she says no, we'll lay low and we'll go from there.
Hand shaking, heart thundering, meet the royal mess. Start smiling, stop wondering, why did I say yes? This chance
is all I've got. Keep a grip and take a deep breath, and soon we'll know what's what. Put on our show, rewards will flow, and we'll go from there. And we'll go from there. Oh, what a lovely ride, and what a lovely day for a totally illegal, lovely getaway. I can't shake and shake and thundering, meet the royalness.
I'll win her.
We'll start smiling.
She'll see what she's meant to say.
Why did I say yes?
And dinner, and though I know I've got a tiny bit gray, some women say I don't.
Keep it grip and take it deep breath.
I bow as if I'm still a risky young pup. Let's hope that I can straighten up, but no more doubt.
No time to spare.
we're nearly out.
So let's prepare. We're on our way to who knows where, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there.
Underhanded girl, an act of desperation, and to my consternation, I let her go. She wants what she can get. Is that a fair depiction? Does she believe her fiction is hard to know? Is it innocence or guile, or nothing but a childish act of will? She doesn't know she needs you. She willfully misleads you. But still, a son becomes a man at his father's knee. If my father asked questions, well, where would we be? She's nothing but a child, a waif who needs protection. I feel a strange connection I can't allow. She says it's all a game. She trembles like a flower, but in her there's a power. I see that now. I am nothing but a man with nothing but his orders to fulfill. I'm innocent, she cries, but then you see her eyes, and something in them tells you that she absolutely lies. Until your heart replies. But
that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear, or how the world can seem so vast on a journey to the past. Somewhere down this road, I know someone's waiting. Years of dreams just can't be wrong. Arms will open wide, I'll be safe and wanted. Finally home where I belong. Well, starting now, I'm learning fast on this journey to the home, love, family. There was once a time I must have had them too. Home, love, family. I will never be complete until I find you. One step at a time, one hope then another. Who knows where this road may go? Back to who I was, on to find my future, things my heart still needs to know. Yes, let this be a sign, let this road be mine, let it lead me to my past and bring me home. That's
Voila, mes amis, here's Perry. Now that we're here, follow me. Begin with the view as you stroll down La Rue.
And soon all Paris will be singing to you. Paris holds the key to your heart, and all of Paris plays a part. Paris turned the page to the new modern age,
And we'll do it too if we're smart.
the French have it down to an art. Everyone's a writer, painter, poet. Everything is avant-garde or chic.
We'll be in the know before we know it.
When you're in the know, it's magnifique to find in Paris what you see.
Harry holds the key to her fate. We won't have much longer to wait. And then, come what may, we will each go our way.
I dreamed of a city beyond all compare. It's hard to believe that I'm finally there.
At last there's a future.
There's freedom.
There's hope in
the air.
Melody holds the key to your heart. The pleasures of life a la carte. Come dance through the night and forget all your woes. The city of light, how it glitters and glows, and one never knows what will start. Harry holds the key to your
Look at the sky, look at the water, somebody's bridge, somebody's daughter. Who could have known I'd be alone crossing this bridge? Boats heading in, somebody calling, sun going down, shadows are falling, shimmering view. Dangerous too, crossing a bridge halfway between where I've been and where I'm going. In between wondering why and finally knowing. Thousands of lights shining below me. Somebody waits, somebody know me. Maybe we're sharing this beautiful night. Me on the left bank, you on the right. Almost inside, crossing a bridge. Every light is like a promise. Every light could be a clue. One of them might be These strangers come calling, soon enough they're gone. The twilight is falling, lamps will soon go on. And where does summer go? I will never know. Summer used to last endlessly. Children all in white running down the sand to me. To me. These strangers sent packing, what do they expect? So grasping, so lacking, why not be direct? The beating of my heart after they depart, lying wide awake through the night. Will you ever come running home to me? You might. You might. I believed so long. I have dared to hope that the door might open and that you might
enter. Play hide and seek. Kisses on my cheek. The lamps begin to glow. In my heart I know you're a lie that I've waited for. Tell them all to go. Tell them all no more. Tell them I close the door. Once I had a palace, here merely a flat. I fled with some diamonds and that was that.
It's very tragic.
Once ladies in waiting, all bending a knee. Now only one lady in waiting, me.
No fanfare.
Russet dances.
And no coaches.
And we sold our brooches.
No afternoon card games with bazaar.
No caviar, but I say we're not dead now.
We're not dead now. We're in France instead now.
Let us not be sad. The night's young and Russians are mad, so let's live in the land of yesterday. Live in the grand imperial heyday. Let's live in the land of yesterday, Russia.
Russia.
Let's put on the fancy clothes and let's while our woes away.
In Russia, land of yesterday.
In dire circumstances, why wallow in regret? We're out of second chances. Why are we here except to forget? We know the world is fickle. Life is a leak silver. Pass me a glass and give me a bow and drink to the Countess. Nobody now. Why should I care as long as I dare to live?
In the land of yesterday.
Let's run up the bill as if we're still royalty at play.
In Russia, land of
The night's young and Russians are mad, so let's live in the land of yesterday. Live in the grand imperial heyday. Let's live in the land of yesterday, Russia. Russia. Let's brush off the days of old and let's hold the world at bay.
Yes, here's to
Russia!
Russia.
Russia! Land of
Land of yesterday.
Ever since that first day I saw you at court, I knew I was beneath you.
You were right, darling. You were.
I noticed you across a room, the most exquisite rose, the tiniest tiara and that haughty little nose. I flirted with you shamelessly,
or so the scandal goes. The Countess
and the common man. We tiptoed off to Peterhof to have a royal fling.
My husband was oblivious, Counts never know a thing.
And all of it was perfect
Till you stole my diamond ring. The Countess and the common man.
Cologne in the bedclothes, the pastry and wine.
And under the table, your foot touching mine. And how my heart
beat
when you sent me our sign. I loved you.
You loved me. And oh, it was simply divine. Would have known, my little rose, we're back where we began.
And I suppose that you'll propose another sneaky plan, which I'll resist
until you're kissed.
For nothing's better than the Countess
and the common man.
The Countess and the common man.
It was June, I was 10. I still think of that day now and then. A parade and a girl and a crowd of thousands. She sat straight as a queen, only 8 but so proud and serene. How they cheered, how I stared in that crowd of thousands. Then I started to run and to call out her name as the crowd on the road went wild. I reached out with my hand and looked up, and then she smiled. The parade traveled on. With the sun in my eyes, she was gone. But if I were still 10, in that crowd of thousands, I'd find her again.
You're making me feel I was there too.
Maybe you were. Make it part of your story.
A parade
Passing by.
It was hot, not a cloud in the sky. Then a boy caught my eye.
In a crowd of thousands,
he was thin, not too clean. There there were guards, but he dodged in between. Yes, he made himself seen in that crowd of thousands. Then he called out my name, and he started to run through the sun and the heat and crowd. And I tried not to smile, but I smiled. And then he bowed.
I didn't tell you that.
You didn't have to. I remember. The parade traveled on. With the sun in my eyes, you were gone. But I knew even then, in a crowd of thousands, I'd find you again.
Your Highness?
What's meant to be is meant to be. I see it at a glance. She is radiant and confident and born to take this chance. I tried to think of everything, I just forgot romance. I never should have let them dance.
Can this be the evening? Can this be the place? Am I only dreaming, looking at her face? Everything I wanted, suddenly so clear. My past and my future so near.
As the dancers whirl, keep your nerve and see this through. It's what you've come to do.
me. Don't be ridiculous. I refuse to dream. I refuse to hope. I must stop believing I will ever find her.
Yet here I stand, my heart and mind at war. The times must change, the world must change, and love is not what revolution's for. Someone holds her safe and warm, someone rescues her from the storm. Simple things, but one thing's clear, it's fate that brought us here.
What are they saying? Wonder how long they'll be. Why should I worry? Worrying's not like me. Nothing to do but pace and stew and wait till the girl walks in. Why panic now with everything to win? Nothing but silence, this could be bad. But no, let's assume it's good. Thought it was foolproof, nothing is foolproof. Whoa, better knock on wood. Girl gets a family, boy gets rich, and fairy tale gets a spin. How can we fail with everything to win? I wonder if our paths will ever cross again, the way they did when you were 8 and I was 10. We said this was goodbye, but even so, you never know, you never know. I should be glad that we're breaking free, but nothing is what it was. I didn't know she mattered to me, but now I can see she does. Con man and princess get their wish, and fairy tale comes true. Funny, the one small part I never knew. With everything to win, the only thing I lose is you.
Remember the last time you saw Anastasia? You were leaving for Paris. You never came back. You gave her a music box. I believe this was it. Far away away long ago, glowing dim as an ember. Things my heart used to know. Once upon a December, Anastasia.
Has she been living far or near? What kind of letter did she send?
Excuse me, over here.
The rumors never end. You've had imposters, is it true? What sort of proof do you intend?
Excuse me, over here.
The rumors never end.
Good afternoon. I am the Countess Lily Malevsky-Malevich, and this is Count Vladimir Popov.
P-O-P-O-V!
The Dowager is coming, but she's running very late. I'm certain that Her Majesty will set the record straight. But royalty is royalty, one always has to wait. Wait! I'm really not at liberty to gossip with the press. Her Majesty is coming, until then you'll have to guess.
Suffice to say you'll meet today the little lost princess.
Oh!
She arrived by train.
I heard she may have gone insane.
A lie!
From the Paris News, we do exclusive interviews.
Oh my.
Is she a fake or is she real?
How does she look? How does she feel? What has she done? Where has she been? How did she live? Who took her in? We're nearly ready to begin.
Where has she been? What has she done? Who took her in? Is she the one we're waiting eagerly to see? Is she the Princess Anastasia?
Enough! Now, Her Majesty is elderly and doesn't suffer fools. She's ready to receive you, but you must obey the rules. No smoking and no joking.
And no handling the jewels.
Members of the press.
Where has she been? What has she done? Who took her in? Is she the one we're waiting eagerly to see? The Princess Anastasia!
I should be glad I'm where I should be, but nothing is what it was. I didn't know he mattered to me, but now I can see he does. Con man and princess get their wish, and fairy tale comes true. The only thing I lose is Gleb.
An underhanded girl, an act of desperation, and to my consternation, I let you go. Well, not this time. Paris is no place for a good and loyal Russian.
We are both good and loyal Russians.
I've come to take you home.
My home is here now.
Stop playing this game, Anya. I beg you.
We both know it's not a game, Gleb.
If you really are Anastasia, do you think history wants you to have lived?
Yes. Why don't you?
The Romanovs were given everything and gave back nothing until the Russian people rose up and destroyed them.
All but one. Finish it. I am my father's daughter.
And I am my father's son! Finish it, I must. My father shook his head and told me not to ask. My mother said he died of shame.
Need you see them? Look at their faces and mine. Hear their screams. Imagine their terror. See their blood.
But I believe he did a proud and vital task. And in my father's name,
Do it. And I will be with my parents and my brother and sisters in that cellar in Yekaterinburg all over again.
the children, their voices, a man makes painful choices. He does what's necessary on you. For Russia, my beauty. What choice but simple duty? We have the past to bury on you. And soon it will be spring. The leaves unfold, the starlight hold. Be careful what a dream may bring. A revolution is a simple thing.
As of today, there will be no more Anastasias. The reward for her safe return will be given to charity.
There never was an Anastasia. She was a dream.
A beautiful dream.
A dream only time will fade.
So no more talk of the Grand Duchess Anastasia Romanov.
The new order has no need for fairy tales. The case is closed.
Still,